day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first part of my new series on Battletech. So, first up, we're going to be going through the campaign, and then afterwards we might do some career stuff, we might do some modded stuff, we'll see. But, as promised, Hitman's going to be taking a little break because of a lack of content. There'll be more this month, though. So, Battletech. Let's get started, shall we? Let's go with a custom campaign, because I want to skip the tutorial. Yes. I think I'll just leave everything else on standard. So for those who don't know, Battletech is a long and storied franchise. Years and years of work has gone into it, from a tabletop RPG game, which I rather enjoy playing on my downtime, to the various mech warrior games, in which you drive around a mech and shoot things and blow things up and, you know, all that jazz. And then there is this, Battletech, a real-time strategy game where you guide your lance of mechs through untold pain, anguish, and suffering. So if you like giant stompy robots, shiny lasers, and particle projection cannons, you're going to enjoy this. Just a little bit. Think of it as XCOM, but with more robots. Unfortunately, the loading screen does take a little while to start the campaign, but it gives me a chance to explain the things, so it can't be all bad now, can it? Or maybe it can, because it's taking even longer than I thought. Because, hey, it's starting a new campaign. I'll cut it a little bit of slack. So this is going to be the main campaign. In terms of the Battletech timeline, this is set around 3025. And here we go.
I am Kamea of House Urano, High Lady of the Oregon Reach, Protector of Coromadir, and the Sword of Restoration. But I am not a hero, no matter what the stories say. A hero would have sacrificed more, compromised less. A hero would have done better. You know this, of course. You were there. My father used to tell me stories about the ancient times. About the Star League, a golden age of prosperity, upheld by the great mech warriors of old, guardians of the innocent, protectors of the peace. I always dreamed of following in their footsteps. I was too young to see the truth of things. After all, it wasn't heroism or a noble cause that won me the throne. It was hiring a mercenary, skilled enough, perhaps ruthless enough, to carry the day. Hiring you. I still don't know if you fought for honor or for the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, or just in my money. But whether it was your noble heart or mercenary mind, your actions gave us hope. That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. Whether you believe it, that's up to you.
There you have it. There's the premise of the game. We are working for the Amano Restoration. Or Arano Restoration, not Amano. I don't even know why I said Amano. I know it's not Amano. But hey, so first we're going to make ourselves a character. Now, I am going to be from the Combine, because they're my favourites. And I have a Blackjack. Yay! Now, unfortunately, my family got betrayed as part of the purge of mercenaries that was happening throughout the Combine at this time. And so I went off and became a mercenary. And so it is that I find myself reunited with my old mentor, preparing my ancestral Blackjack for guard duty on the coronation day of Lady Kamea Arano. Call sign, obviously, is going to be Future. I am not a she, I am a he. And I'm going to go with this picture. The hair color's a bit off. Let's see if I can fix that. That's a bit more like it. And my beard's a bit shorter than that, but hey. I also don't have this little top knot bollocks going on. So, shall we battle some techs? Here you see. Shit happened. On the day of Lady Kamea Arano's ascension to the throne, her uncle, Lord Espinosa, and his daughter Victoria launch a desperate coup. Through surprise, sabotage, and strength in numbers, their forces quickly secure the capital and solidify control over the Oregon government. With help from you and your old mentor, Mastiff Montgomery, Lady Kamea, along with her close friend and advisor Alexander Madeira, attempt an escape. Mastiff sacrifices himself to cover their exit, but their dropship is destroyed during the attempt. In the aftermath of the battle, you and your mech were recovered by Darius Oliveira, the executive officer of a small mercenary company in need of a new commander. 3 years later! Loading screens! Yay! When it says 3 years later, it's referring to how long it's going to take to load. I should probably not headbutt my microphone. That is not the wisest thing I've ever done. Sorry about that, folks. New microphone setup, still getting a little bit used to it. It's weird having metal in front of my face. I fear it is going to take a little bit of getting used to, but we'll get there, folks. We'll get there. I hope. So we are prepping for combat. We're going to go blow some shit up. You know, as you do. And we're going to try and do this without losing any of my frigging mechs. Because they're expensive, yo! Alright.
Command interface initiated.
Welcome to Battletech. The Independent Prospectors League thanks you for your assistance, Commander. We're miners, not soldiers. We can't fight these bastards off on our own. That's what you're paying us for. Don't worry, we'll get your platforms back. This isn't just about reclaiming what's ours. Majesty Metals killed hundreds of us when they tried to jump our claim. We want you to make them bleed for what they've done here. So here we go. The Op4 is holding 2 of the IPL's mining platforms. The first, Alpha, is where the turret generator is, so we're going to go in there, blow it up, and fook off. And the second is their security tower, which we need to blow up. Right. Let's go make some bangs, shall we? So we've got 4 mechs with us right now. We have D's Blackjack. D's Vindicator. The Shadowhawk. And this Spider. So, 3 medium mechs and a light.
You are trespassing on Majesty Metals and manufacturing property and acting in collusion with a domestic terrorist organization. Cease your advance immediately, or you will be fired upon.
So, we can see 2 mechs, turret generator, and a turret over here. That's going to be fun.
Receiving you.
I see another couple of turrets up there, so we're going to try and avoid getting fired on by them.
On my way.
Let's get our spider into position.
Just have something.
First contact is a commando. So my spider armed with 2 medium lasers. The commando armed with a medium laser and 10 tubes of SRMs, which will pack a little bit of a punch. So we're going to want to get the first hit in here. Okay.
Reporting critical hit.
Already breached the armor, that's good. Now I can move something a little heavier up. So, you can move or you can sprint. If you sprint, you can't use your guns. Fairly common strategy game fare. Now, this Vindicator has an LRM-5, which allows indirect fire. So we're just going to drop some missiles on the top of this commando. And then push this Shadowhawk. And do roughly the same thing.
Got it.
I want to push the Shadowhawk down here. Do the other part of the mission, but it also has an LRM tube, so it's another flight we can drop on the commando. Boom!
Warning. Enemy sensor lock detected.
I've been sensor locked.
Oh dear.
My armor's getting stripped off.
Oh, that's not a good start. And it's raining missiles from some of those turrets.
That shot went internal.
Alright. So I'm going to advance the spider up a little bit, just so I can see a few more things. You'll see there's another spider here. That's the other mech that's hiding and waiting. Going to put another couple of lasers into that commando. Or a laser, because apparently I'm a shit shot. My blackjack's going to take a bit of a pounding. But it's no matter.
Damage minimal.
They've blown past my armor.
Uh-oh. Here comes Spider-Man. Oof. Okay, he's okay. It's all okay.
Not past my armor.
It's not okay. Alright. So we're going to move up the blackjack. Put it in front of the spider. Just try and give it a little bit of... Okay, that didn't quite go as intended. And then we're going to try and take out this turret generator.
Target.
Could have gone better.
I hear ya.
From here, Glitch should be able to finish the job.
Here we go.
There we go. So that's all the turrets offline. Over here, just the mech to deal with now.
Ready for orders.
Go see what's happening down in Behemoth's target, the beta site. Right now, Shaggle. Okay.
Locking on target.
So I'm going to fire on this tower.
Brought it down, Commander.
Nice and easy. But now, of course, the enemy mechs are going to try and mess my day up, as they do.
Commander, I'm hit.
And half my spider fell off.
Yes, Commander.
So, in the great scheme of things you don't want, torsos being destroyed is pretty high on the list. Pilots don't tend to appreciate their mechs turning into metal coffins.
Got it.
We're just going to shoot that commando in the ass. And the enemy spider is going to try and rugby tackle my blackjack, which is not the wisest move I've ever seen. Alright. Let's shoot the blackjack in the ass. The spider, sorry, with the blackjack.
All weapons committed.
That was depressingly ineffective.
Standing by. Move order received.
Now then. Bringing the Shadowhawk up the path a little. I'm going to drop some more of those little LRMs on the spider.
Waiting on you, Commander.
And then Glitch is going to come in and say hello. So the Vindicator has a PPC, Particle Projection Cannon, in Make Big Boom of laser.
Here we go!
And now that spider's missing half of itself.
And there's more where that...
Oh dear. So what happened there is an enemy Shadowhawk just landed behind my own shadow. Ow, ow, ow. Rude!
Damage minimal.
My blackjack just got shot.
Receive.
Pretty hard.
Position confirmed.
So, Decker, you and your spider should probably return the favor.
Giving him everything I've got.
Ooh, I took a leg off. And pilot down. Oh dear, such tragedy. Our first kill of the day. The enemy spider's going to make a tactical piss off. Blackjack's armor can handle a couple of those lasers to the front with no problems. And then we're just going to back up to optimal range for all of the weapons. And teach the spider that this mech is like a rolled up newspaper.
All weapons committed.
You suck. My player character
Enemy
sucks.
mech critical damage detected.
Ooh, we've actually got a couple of tanks over there. With the enemy Shadowhawk. Oh boy. Oh, looks like it's going to be a tasty fight.
What can I do for you?
So, Glitch is going to go help out. Using the jump jets on the mech, which let it fly. Gonna add the damage from the Vindicator to,
Like that and you're toast.
in a moment, the Shadowhawk. After this tank has done its thing. That's just rude.
Commander.
Looks like a good compromise on the ranges of all the weapons. And pew pew pew. Blew up something. Comes the other Scorpion. Oof. So Scorpion is a light tank with an autocannon 5 and a machine gun. The enemy spider's going to take another swing at my blackjack. And my spider is going to take a swing at the enemy spider.
Acknowledged.
Oh dear.
One less target.
I think I broke it. There's the enemy hawk firing at my hawk, apparently. The camera does weird things sometimes. You just have to kind of learn to live with it. Alright. See if I can't get this blackjack somewhere vaguely useful. Huh, not this turn.
Engaging jump jets.
That's fine though, because it is a little bit warm, so we're just gonna cool it off a bit. So yes, with all these energy-based weapons, your key concern is avoiding heat buildup. Heat is bad. Some weapons, ballistic weapons and missiles do use ammunition. But lasers, PPCs, things like that, they all use heat. And they generate more heat than the other weapons.
That shot got past my armor.
And so basically, if your mech gets too hot, it will shut down. And it will take damage, and it will be bad.
Uh-huh.
Oh dear, I blew up his autocannon ammo.
Huh?
Oh, dearie me.
Ready for orders.
Alright, Decker. You ain't going very far. Oh, yeah, most of your jump jets were in that side torso that got blown up. That's right. Whoopsie doodles. Oh. I just got charged by a Shadowhawk. That's not good.
My internals are taking a beating.
Oh, dear. And if you jump to there, you can make a pew-pew. Now we're going to turn off the lasers, because we don't want to cook the mech. You'll notice that with the lasers off, we generate a tiny amount of heat. And we're going to aim for the dome. I failed.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Tis not a concern, though.
That shot went internal. Receiving you.
Just... Alright. Let's just stand here and slug it out.
Affirmative.
I should be a little more concerned about these tanks than I am, but you'll see why I'm not too worried in a moment.
What can I do for you?
Once I've dealt with old Mechy Bubs here.
Moving out.
So we're going to do another precision strike onto the Shadowhawk. Going to leave out the LRMs. And we're going to go for the head again.
Special delivery.
No such luck.
Waiting for orders.
But now... the spider cannot join the fight. Botheration. The spider's just going to work on
Roger.
getting out.
Speed.
There's a little bit beaten up, you'll see here. So white is fresh, grey is damaged armor, orange is no armor, and black is no mech.
Reporting.
That's just mean. Alright. And now, Future can join the fight proper. Let's turn some lasers back on. I can only use 2 or I will overheat, but that's okay.
Engaging target.
That was depressing.
Reporting internal damage. I hear ya.
Okay, that's enough from you.
Roger.
It's time this mech had a little accident.
That hit something good.
So, take out a mech's leg, it will fall over.
Great job, Commander. Double back to our client's platform. The sooner we can collect our pay and break orbit, the better.
Taking the high road.
Now we're going to jump down. We're going to line up the guns. And we're going to fire.
Die.
And it's going to do a whopping shaggle.
Good to go.
We're going to pop the spider in real quick. Use these extra medium lasers to see if we can put a dent in one of these tanks. That's what I'm talking about.
One for the scrap heap.
Rude. Alright.
Good to go. Good to go.
Now the reason I'm not so worried about tanks, because these multiple ton mechs have a nice habit
Targeting for physical attack.
of walking up to tanks and stepping on them.
Vehicle trashed.
And then they go splat splat.
I read you, Commander. Moving out. Affirmative.
Now, I don't want to enter the compound just yet. There's a reason for that, but if I tell you, you'll be sad with me, so... just gonna hold a little bit short.
Waiting on you, Commander. On my way.
So I've made sure that everyone can get into the compound at once. And now we're going to get ambushed. You know, as you do. These lovely people have decided they want my mechs. Unfortunately, they made a gigantic mistake and put a turret generator in the middle of everything.
Orders?
Which I'm going to... rather politely, blow up.
Target acquired.
And not before I have to suffer a turret hit on something. Oh wait, there's tanks, never mind. I forgot about that. Let's leave the autocannons out, because they're useless at this range.
Engaging target.
So the turret's down.
Target building. Destroyed.
And now just a few tanks left to go. Oh man, that's a galleon. Galleons make very pretty explosions.
Waiting for orders. Coordinates.
Now, after the retreat, and now everybody's cooled down a bit, we're all good to go.
Roger that. Firing on target.
Nobody's overheating anymore. So we can start slagging some vehicles.
out.
Let's bring the slightly damaged Shadowhawk forward so it can see the striker. It has missiles. Missiles bad. Well, outgoing missiles good. Incoming missiles bad. Especially when those missiles are firing at a spider that's already injured. Oh, not a jump jet.
Hard around me.
Good to go. Moving to position.
I'm gonna get Decker's spider in a position where it can shoot this scorpion.
Targeting for an alpha strike. Reporting. One less vehicle.
Orders.
And then we're just gonna go and stand on this striker and we should be good. Hopefully.
Enemy vehicles.
Hey, winner is me!
Mission successful.
So we have completed our first mission and nobody died. Not bad, huh? No pay though. But Decker's injured, his mech's a little worse for wear. Has no jump jets. But, you know, it could be worse. Bit sad I don't get salvage from the Shadowhawk I knocked out. But you can't win them all. You need to start finding us better clients, Darius. I mean it! We've been slumming it on the ass end of the frontier for 3 years now, and we are drowning in debt. Ah, dear. So, if we're hard up for cash, we need to stop talking and start doing something about it. Hey, you'll hear no arguments from me. When we made you our commander, we all agreed to follow your lead. So, basically, we're in vast amounts of debt. Vast amounts of debt. So, what are we going to do about it? We're going to find ourselves a gerb. And so we're going to avoid the regulatory body, the Mercenary Review Board, because no guts, no galaxy. Yes, we'd rather go down fighting than wind up broke. True in game, true in real life. So, our top priority needs to be finding work. That's not true. Right now, our top priority needs to be repairing our mechs. Do have a shitty little locust, but nobody really wants to use that. So, we're going to refit our spooter. And Prayer can find spare jump jets. We have 2. See if the local shop's got any more. Yes, fantastic.
New equipment available.
Going to need 3 to replace all of the ones I lost. Now, they do have bits of Vindicator for sale here, but we definitely can't afford them. Which is a shame. Yeah, so we're just going to fully repair the spider. It's going to take 22 days. And then we're going to quickly fix up the Shadowhawk. It's going to take 8 days.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Now, we just adjust these, get the Shadowhawk done before the Spider, because I can work with the Locust if I have to for a little while. Now, we're going to lose 240,000 sea bills in 30 days. We can afford that. Let's see. 12 days travel to Bellerophon. Get a bit of money and a bit of salvage. But it's an escort mission, and nobody really likes escort missions, so we're just going to run down the clock a little. And we're going to get some repairs done. Because I want that Shadowhawk back in action before I do anything else. I'm going to educate the banks about their mistake. So we've gained the following tag, Loan Status Fair. Which is good. They won't send bounty hunters after me. Yet. So we're just going to hang on a little bit longer. Now I know it takes 12 days to get to the Bellerophon system. So we stop here. We can be ready to go. Now, we're okay for money right now, so I'm going to go for extra salvage.
Roger that, Commander. Course plotted.
And we're going to get underway. And prepare for transition to thrust gravity, apparently. So for those unfamiliar with the lore of Battletech, the only way to get between systems at this point is through a jump ship, which harnesses the power of the stars to charge a big-ass drive, known as a KF drive, to jump between star systems. Has a limited range, but it works.
Job's done, Commander.
And goodbye money. So you've got a quite hefty bank loan interest payment. Not much we can do about that, unfortunately. So, yeah, we'll just stick with the base monthlies. And then we're going to arrive at the Bellerophon system. Not quite ready to go for the contract yet, though. We're going to take a look at the store. Ooh, a Banshee. If I had the money, I would be all over that shit right now. And they have bits of blackjack, and again, if I had the money, I would be all over that shit right now. Oh well, what can you do? So what we're actually going to do here is take a look, see what we've got that we can sell. Short answer is not much. Oh well, we tried. And that, my friends, is where I'm actually going to leave it for today. So you've been introduced to Futures Marauders. We'll be customizing that next time. And the jobs we do, and the things we do, and the things we want to see. And stompy mech blowing up goodness. Next time we're going to undertake this escort mission and then see where the galaxy takes us. But for now, that is all. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.